Hello everyone, you are welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Last week we talked about one of the events that is going to take place, during the end time. We talked about rapture. This period around, we're going to be talking about tribulation. What is tribulation? It is a trying period or an event. Tribulation is a period where unbelievers will be tested and tried for their faith. That is after the believers have been caught up to be with the Lord. And this period is not a period that I will advise anybody to experience, in the sense that it's going to be a period when the Holy Spirit will be taken away. Because once rapture happens, the Holy Spirit will be taken away from all the earth. So anybody that is left here will not have the Holy Spirit to walk and to guide that person. And it will be a very, disturbing period for Christians that were not able to be raptured. I wonder how they are going to live without the Holy Spirit guiding and directing them. The tribulation period is a period that is going to last for 7 years. And these 7 years can be divided into two parts. The first 3.5 years is the period that the Antichrist will be unleashed upon the earth. The Antichrist will be unveiled on the earth. And then the second 3.5 years is the period when God is going to send 2 prophets to the city of Israel. And what is their job? They are going to be doing miracles, destroying their enemies with fire, withholding rain, turning water into blood, and striking the earth with plague. And a lot of people, they are envisaging that those 2 prophets that will be sent to Israel might be Moses and Elijah. Why are they thinking Moses and Elijah will be sent? Because Moses and Elijah were the 2 prophets that performed like miracles. You know that Moses divided the Red Sea. Moses brought about the plague. Elijah is a prophet of fire, sending fire from heaven, commanding fire to fall from heaven. So people are envisaging that these 2 prophets will be sent to Israel. And what is their work in Israel? Their work in Israel will be to see how many people they can save. The Bible has already told us that in Israel, 144,000 people will be saved during this tribulation period. That is 12,000 each from each tribe. And we have 12 tribes in Israel, meaning 144,000 will be saved. And then the first 3.5 years, that is going to last for 7 years, is not a period that one should even think of experiencing. Anytime the Bible is talking about 1 week, it means 7 years. So if you go to the book of Daniel 9:27, where it talked about 7 weeks and all that, it's telling us that tribulation period is going to last for 7 years. Some people think that tribulation is taking place now. Well, we can call this period tribulation period because a lot of us, we are facing through one challenge or the other. But the real tribulation will take place after the rapture. Tribulation has not taken place. Once the rapture has taken place, then you know that the tribulation period has started. So let us be guided in how we live our lives. If you miss rapture, tribulation period will be a very terrible period for anybody to survive. What are the important facts about this tribulation? Like I said, it will last for 7 years. 7 good years, but that period of 7 years will look as if it is 100 years because of the suffering that is going to come upon the earth. Number 2 important facts about tribulation is that there will be a new world order. You can imagine a new world order. There is nothing like Nigerian president. There is nothing like American president. The Antichrist is going to be the person to rule the whole world. And they are going to be bringing laws that negates the law of the Bible. Like them making a big, the Antichrist standing and making an image and telling you to bow down to that image that is not God. So the Antichrist is going to bring about laws that will not augur well with any believer that was left behind. The unbelievers is okay for them because they are not even Christians. They don't know what the Bible is talking about. But for you that is a believer, if you are left behind during that period, I wonder how you are going to survive. So there will be a new world order. There will be one government that is going to rule the whole world. There will be one money system. This one is not, this country has dollar, this country has yen, this country has naira. No, there is going to be one currency that the whole world is going to use. And then there will be one government, like I said. There will be a leader, the president of the world, and that president of the world is going to be the Antichrist. And there is going to be one religion. During this tribulation period, there's going to be one religion. It's either you serve the Antichrist or they come after you. It's not a period where you have Christians, you have Muslims, you have other religious sects. The Antichrist will tell you this is the religion they want. And if you refuse to follow that religion, the person will pay with his life. Like I said before in my last message, it is a period where you cannot even buy or sell, because if there is one government, the government is going to bring out one monetary system that the whole world is going to follow, and you cannot use that money to buy or sell if you are not identified as their member. And being their member, you have to have that mark of the beast. That mark of the beast is going to come upon your forehead or the back of your palm. So if you don't have it, you will be earmarked for destruction. So that is what Revelation 13:14-18 is telling us about, where you cannot buy, where you cannot sell, except you have this mark of the beast. Then another important fact about this tribulation is there will be great calamity. If you go to the book of Revelation, where you're talking about opening the first seal, the second seal, and all that, there will be great calamity in the sense that, even the sun will be so hot that it can melt anything. Human beings, bush that was not set on fire can even begin to burn. Like now, you can even experience that the intensity of the sun is becoming very hot. Why? Because they are telling you that the ozone layer that is covering the sun is beginning to wear away because of the oxygen reaction with the ozone. So the ozone layer that is covering the sun is beginning to wear away, and the sun is more or less hitting directly on the earth now. So during that tribulation period, that ozone layer probably will have been worn off. So you are directly facing the sun, and the intensity of that heat can burn the skin of anybody. Can imagine a bush catching fire without anybody lighting fire on it. Those are part of the great calamity that is going to be going on. Part of the great calamity is you will have a lot of soldiers that have been given up to a heart of stone. They are ready to pluck out your eyes. They are ready to use machete and cut off your head if you do not accept that mark of the beast. And everywhere will be in turmoil. People will be running helter-skelter to seek for shelter because they do not want this mark of the beast. So you have to make sure that you don't experience this period. This period is a period when massive death of 1/4 of the world population will take place. There will be deaths here and there. It is written in the book of Revelation chapter 6 verse 8. Everywhere, 1/4 of the world, there will be massive death. One thing or the other is killing people. The police, they are pursuing people and they are slaughtering them. Then evil occurrences will be taking place that cannot even be described. So it is a period when 1/4 of the world's population will reduce through death. And if you refuse to take this mark of the beast, what is going to happen to you is you will be killed. If you don't take the mark of the beast, you will be killed. So, and also there will be massive earthquake that has never been recorded even in this world. That is what is going to happen, and that is what is going to result to more than 1/4 of the population of the earth reducing. I'm sure you don't want to be part of it. Me, I don't want to be part of it. Another thing that we should note during this period of tribulation is Christians that have not taken the mark will run for their dear lives. You can see that in Isaiah 2 verse 19. You will run for your dear lives. They are after you. They already have your record. Everything is in place where they will tell you the NIN. Have you asked yourself why this NIN stuff? The government, they are keeping record of everybody, where you live, your name, your age, everything. And a time is going to come where you won't even have anywhere to escape, because they will have a machine that will monitor your movement. Right now, we have phone that can even tell somebody where another person is. There's a device, you can install it in your phone. If you want to monitor another person, the person is telling you, I'm in Abuja, meanwhile the person is in Kano. The device is already existing. The device will tell you that this is the location of that person. So everything is working together to make the scriptures come to pass. And if you look at the present things that has been happening on this earth, you will see that the time is very, very near. Things that we never expected is to happen is happening now. And then there's another thing. There was somebody that was telling me that they even have one big computer that is like about 3-story building that has informations of everybody in this world. So it's just pressing the computer and it's bringing out your name, your address, and everything concerning you. And like I said before, remember that you cannot even go to the hospital if you are sick to get medical care, because you cannot buy and sell. What will happen to women that are pregnant? What will happen to the ones that are sick? That is where the 1/4 of the earth population will be reduced in death, because there are a lot of things that will be happening. You don't want the mark of the beast, but you cannot even help yourself. You cannot go to the hospital. A lot will be dying of hunger and all that. So please, Christians, be fully guarded. Christians will run to the caves. They will run to the mountains and forests for safety. They do not want the mark, but can they stay without food and water for 7 years? You are in the mountain. You are in the valley trying to hide from the government. Are you thinking about the mosquitoes? Are you thinking about the scorpions, the snake bites, wild animals in the bush like lions and all that? So that is going to contribute to the reduction of the world population. So please, my brothers and sisters, this is not a period that you will want to ever experience. If you miss rapture, you have missed it all. Just be ready to give yourself up to be killed. And that period, the Bible said that you will run to the mountain looking for death, but death will not come, because you have to pay the price of your sin. You have to face it, except you take that mark of the beast. And if you take that mark of the beast, you are earmarked for total destruction. Let us try as much as possible to walk now that is day, for the night cometh when no man can walk. Please, my brothers and sisters, let us take this Christian race seriously, because what is ahead of us is greater than what we are seeing now. Look at what happened during the COVID-19, how everywhere was locked up. It's going to be similar like that. Everywhere will be quiet. You cannot do anything. To even save money to buy food will be a problem. You cannot move around. You are looking for where to hide. That is just a tip of the iceberg of what we are going to be saying. You can imagine some hospitals were not even open. Pharmacies were not open until the government said, okay, there are special duties, they can open. You can imagine how it's going to feel when you can't even go to the market and buy yourself whatever you want to buy, because you don't even have the money. You cannot enter the bank to withdraw money, because before you even gain entrance into the bank, that mark of this beast on your palm probably is what is going to give you access into the bank. It's like this, your card, that you will just use and swipe across the gadget and it will open for you. So you can't even, you can't live a life. What is life when you don't have means of transaction? You don't have how to, a mixed means of exchange, which is money. So please, let us try as much as possible not to miss rapture when it happens, because tribulation is a period that nobody is praying to stay and witness. A word is enough for the wise. The wise man hears and gets wiser. God bless you.